I would say this video is going to be unboxing, but it's not really in a box. It's more in cheap plastic. Is it there? Anyway, let's get this thing open. You know, I really think I should probably get a hold of one of those pairs of little clippy things to pull off the staples, but meh. Oh, these are, I think it's pronounced frisks. I use these at work and unfortunately sort of damaged the blade, so it's... But I'm going to try to learn how to sharpen them, and hopefully that will either be this... No, it wouldn't be this week, maybe in the next couple of weeks. I've been meaning to do it for the last couple of weeks too, but that's sort of south. Wow, I'll say this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. So that's the reservoir, and that is more stable than I thought it would be. The way I figured this works is you've got a little plunger mechanism inside, and on the outside, that's how you get your drop of oil. So it blocks it and then it drips it out. Now, I had a suggestion from a few people when I was talked about buying this, that, oh yeah, you know, get one of those little squeezy ones. Well, I feel much more comfortable using something like this. It covers it up, it's not covered by a small cap, and I mean, you can throw this in your bag and that's it, you're done. There's no having to put it in a special container or anything. My biggest sort of fuss with this was, well, how big is it? I mean, you can look at photos and you can watch the limited videos online of this thing as much as you want, but it doesn't actually tell you its size. So that narrow, so millimeters, ooh, 0, 1, 2, 3, I'd say about 3 millimeters long. The width of the, so that is actually small. So its overall size in centimeters, I should probably put the top back on. Okay, so there's a little bit of a rubber stopper in here. I don't know if you can actually see it, but you can't just, don't just, bleh. Carefully put it in, otherwise you could break it. So altogether, now this is a 50 centimeter ruler, not your average sort of like 30, oh no, sorry, 40 centimeter ruler. I've got a 50 centimeter rule somewhere else. So I'll line that up as best as I can. It's about 14 centimeters long, and its top, the highest width is about 1.2 centimeters wide, and its tip and its base just over 1 centimeter. So if we take the cap off, we get 14 centimeters, and then the furthest you can plunge it in is about 5 centimeters. Okay, so that answered my question. Now, I'm going to grab my oil. And I just lost the cap. Yahoo! So I don't recall the... Okay, so it says on the back here its overall length. So I'm going to try to fill this just below the... Can't think of what to call those spiral grooves. Okay, so I filled it to the point where it's just below those screw grooves. That's probably a better term. So I'm going to use just a little bit of pressure to tighten that. And no oil leakage yet, so that's good. And you know, I could have actually done the weights. Could have weighed this thing. In fact, alright, I'm back. So if I take this aside, now if I turn this on, I can't weigh this now that it's full, but I imagine the oil's not going to add too much. 39 grams. 1.4 ounces. Okay, so that basically weighs nothing. And I'm back again. So, when it comes to stuff, here it is. Never lose your oil cap. That's one important thing. Oh, wish I knew that years ago. Okay, so let's try an oil test. Let's see how much oil we get out. Actually, I might open this up. That's better. Sorry. Okay, so if you just hit it quickly, you get small amount. Alright, I can see myself getting used to this. So I'm not spacing these too far apart. But effectively you can control the amount you discharge by how long you hold down the trigger button. And once you empty it properly, it doesn't really... Sweet. So it's probably not so... Oh, you can sort of see it on the screen. Yeah, I'm actually happy with this. Sweet. Definitely will do what I want. Now, for anyone sort of wondering, oh, okay, you know, fun little toy. I've collected sewing machines, so I've got a whole bunch that do need proper oiling, and I've been holding off doing it until I get something proper. In a previous video, just a sec. Now, I do have this, which I do have two of these, and you can see now this currently has vinegar in it. Ooh, vinegar. Now, so if you have to hold it upside down like this, you see it just leaks out. You try to push it on the side, give it a push. Yes, okay, oil might be a bit better, but there's no way to cover that. I'm not, yes, this is okay as is. It will do the job, but you've got much more of a reach. This also feels more convenient to hold. This, on the other hand, I'd rather just put it aside. I don't want to use that for oiling. It just doesn't feel right. Now, if you want to go with this, by all means, knock yourself out. But for me, no, I just... Yeah. So, am I upset that I bought this? No. I am no good with that. That's a good way to keep the oil churn, though. And I'm pretty sure there are people who would be saying I am totally botching that. Oops. Oh well. Okay, I will I have to say yibbida yibbida, and thanks for watching. Bye.